Hey everyone, time for another edition of Mailbag Monday. Thank you for submitting your questions and comments as always. I'm going to start off with Leonda, who wants to know what's the most exciting thing to happen in my life. And without counting the birth of my 3 children and my marriage, my wedding day, obviously big exciting events in my life. I'm going to go with, and this shouldn't surprise many people as they know that I do love wrestling. Back in 2012, January 2012, I had an opportunity to step into the wrestling ring and actually have a match. And as a lifelong fan, I never ever in a million years thought that day would come. And it did, and it was really exciting. And just one of those things that I had such a high, such a buzz going on afterward that it lasted for days despite the fact that my body ached for days. So people who say wrestling is fake or it's fixed or it's phony, yeah, it's predetermined for sure, but to say that it's fake is such a, you know, I can go on a whole nother tangent, but for me that was a very exciting time in my life, and it was really probably one of the most fun nights that I can ever remember having, notwithstanding, you know, some of the fun days from college, and you know, we'll leave it at that. Tom Part 1, Tom Harness wants to know, as far as wrestlers go, what are some of the more exciting social media sites out there? For me right now, and every year we do something called the Cinti Awards, where we give someone in the world of wrestling or entertainment this year an award for having the most interesting, most unique, most entertaining social media account. And last year in 2013, that went to Chuck Taylor, who his Instagram was really fun and exciting to watch there for a while. This year, for me, we're halfway through the year. The Iron Sheik is the front runner, the former WWE heavyweight champion. He is a Hall of Famer, and he is hilarious. And I don't know if he tweets all this stuff on his own. It's not for people who are easily offended, though. I will tell you that he has every 4-letter word in the book that he uses, and gets pretty vulgar, and it could be to some people offensive. To me, it's funny and entertaining. Our other Tom wants to know what would I rather have, the death penalty or life in prison? It's an interesting question. I've actually been thinking about it since you posted it, Tom, and I would go right now, if it meant my family still having an opportunity to visit me while I'm in prison, I would go for life in prison. But depending on the crime, and I know that prison isn't like Orange is the New Black. I've recently been addicted to that and watching a lot of that, so obviously prison not a place to be, but at this point in my life I want to live, even if that meant being confined to prison for the rest of my years. You know, maybe hoping one day to get parole, get out, but again, being able to still kind of be a part of my children's lives, my wife's life, assuming they would have me. I have a feeling my wife would not, but my kids, you know, still wanting to be an important part of their lives, hopefully. But hopefully I never end up in that situation and have to make that decision. As always, Mailbag Monday, one of my favorite features here on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe, share, like, post a question here, or seek me out on Facebook or Twitter at Kevin Huntsberger or at My123Cents. Thanks, everyone.